MMA Diagnosis, episode 15. We are back.
We're back with a bang.
So I'll start. So what have you been doing these days?
What I've been doing. So obviously I used to live in London full time. Now I've officially moved back to Birmingham full time. So this is why like me and my brother now we can finally start doing episodes again, because for a year like he was doing whatever he was doing, and then I was
working
in London. Yeah, he was working night shifts, and I was in London. So it was like what we were supposed to do on Skype, it would not be as good quality. So we just thought now's the right time to start again. So you're gonna see definitely a lot more episodes this week and the week after, and that's it really. What about you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I think nowadays everybody's stuck inside. The lockdown is that's what I was trying to get.
In the UK.
Yeah, so basically everywhere. So everybody's stuck inside now. I just started walking today in the mornings. I was gonna do that from Monday, but then I was a bit lazy. Started walking, thinking of doing that every day.
Yeah. Just
to keep your health up. Because the last 3-4 days we've been stuck inside. And I went walking today for 45 minutes. I felt I was dying. So, yeah, my legs are actually hurting in that.
That's what it is. Like, I think everyone's going. A lot of people are going mad about the lockdown. Like, some people are like depressed, and I think the problem is, isn't it? You need to just keep on doing things.
Yeah.
So if you just sit down all day and don't do nothing and just watch Netflix, you're just gonna be like super, tired all the time.
And you're wasting time. Like,
yeah, and you're actually wasting time.
So I'm learning languages now. Spanish, going through Spanish. Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, you want to speak a bit?
Thank you. No, I don't want to speak. But I just started learning that. Obviously, I have my Arabic classes on the Saturdays, but so I'm just learning that, going through homework for that, and then so like basically just keep yourself busy with stuff, learn things rather than just watching Netflix. I think that's boring. Actually, it's not fun. Just watching stuff all day.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it, because
yeah,
you just keep watching different shows and you're just lying down, and then like one of my friends goes, they got backache, and I go, obviously you got backache. You're lying down all day. Your back's gonna mess up. You need to stretch. You need to warm up in the morning. Go out for a walk. I was talking to a guy on Instagram, and he's from Canada, right? Actually, shout him out, the Combat Hour, so you can check them out as well on YouTube. He was saying to me that the lockdown, in Canada, they don't exactly have a lockdown. So how it is, they can't just go to non-essential shops.
But that's same.
They don't have but they don't have official lockdown. So you know how we didn't have a official lockdown until this Monday. Yeah. This Monday that's gone past. They don't have one. So what is it? Day 4 now of the quarantine.
Yeah, so it's Thursday, 26th of March.
Yeah, so it's day 4 now, right?
In the Big Brother.
So you got like people. They're not even like people are still going out, and they're not listening to the government and things like that.
No, I think everybody's. Like, I went shopping in the morning, spent 2 hours shopping, but they are doing that quarantine thing, like distancing and stuff like. They're putting sellotape down. Like, I went Tesco's, starting to put sellotape on the floors. They want people to keep away from each other 2 meters. They've got queues now.
Yeah.
So you have security that let you in. They don't let you in like everybody's rushing in, and so there's like only a certain amount of shoppers that are allowed to shop at one time. And like I was saying, you can only buy certain number of items as well.
Yeah, man, because
only 1 milk I was allowed to buy. Only 2 packs of 6 egg. 6 egg packs.
Yeah.
2 of them, like stuff like that. You can't buy too much of one item, which is good.
See, it is. People, they've obviously like you saw the situation. Everyone's seen it online. It's all over social media, everything. The toilet roll and all this, right?
Yeah.
Going panic buying. A lot of it is because a lot of people in like, I don't want to say it, but like first world countries, so like England, America,
yeah, spoiled. Yeah.
They've been spoiled, and they've never lived in the village. So like me and my brother, we went back home last year in Pakistan, and we've lived a bit of a village life. So where there's way less technology, no fast internet, a lot of other things as well. So when you see stuff like that, I think it actually helps a lot in this situation, because you can live below your means, if you know what I mean. You don't need to.
Yeah, you don't get like basically
panic over toilet roll.
Yeah, panic over toilet roll. Use a lota.
There's enough for.
We have a lota, yeah. I'll put a picture. But use a lota. But to be honest, 50% I think it's more. It might be more than that of the world washes their behind anyway. So you don't need toilet rolls for everything.
Yeah, like even like scientifically, well, it's revealed it's more cleaner as well.
Yeah. So you don't need like people grabbing massive toilet rolls like these, bro. Like, you don't need a massive toilet roll to wash your behind and that, or to wipe your nose. So relax.
Yeah, hopefully, I think it'll calm down eventually. But obviously, I think why a lot of people are worried as well is how quick the rate is. So if you look at Italy now,
What death rate?
yeah, and how many people are actually infected, and they actually don't know the symptoms. Because I was reading an article on Vice. This teacher had it in America, in New Jersey, I think, and he goes that he was fine, and then what happened was he suddenly started getting a fever. Then he got a high fever, and he goes he rang up the hospital or whatever, or the GP, and they go, oh, it's just a normal flu or whatever. And then he went to another doctor, and they go, oh, you don't have corona. They did a flu test, it came negative. And then eventually he started getting more symptoms, and then he read a blog or something online about Wuhan, and someone was talking about it. I don't know if it was a friend or someone. And then he goes that he found out he had the symptoms. So like one of them was obviously high fever, diarrhea. Yeah. So a lot of people say diarrhea and abdominal pain now as well. So there's loads of different factors. And you know something's interesting? About 5-6 weeks ago, I had all them symptoms. So I had a flu, high fever, diarrhea, abdominal pain, heart.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think it started in China in November.
Yeah,
like,
and how many Chinese?
Yeah, and then how many people from them, they didn't realize they had it. They were like basically asymptomatic. So that means like you have the disease, but you're not showing the symptoms.
Yeah.
So, but you can spread it. So they must have come from China or whatever, or even foreigners from China must have came to England and other countries and slowly spread. And maybe in December time, I think a lot of people ill, but they must have thought it was just flu. And then January and February is where it started showing properly. Then people,
I got it in February, so it could be possible it was corona.
Yeah, it was already corona.
But I had it for 4 days, but it was severe. Like let me tell you, like I was vomiting, and then like I could feel like my chest like constricting. Yeah. Like, the
pain.
Yeah, I could feel it while I was vomiting, and I was struggling to breathe.
That was
So it might have been. It actually might have been that. So we don't even know. Like a lot of people don't know.
The story about the woman in London. She basically had, abdominal pain, chest pain. She vomited, and she had I think temperature as well. My husband, you just said in the article, husband's bin man, and then he contacted the hospital on obviously 999, and they basically said to her, just wait till next day. If symptoms get worse, then call us. And they called him in in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And then she ended up dying as well. And then what the interesting thing was, the police wouldn't go inside. It says in the article as well, the police wouldn't go inside. Then they had to bring obviously medical paramedics or whatever. And they went in, they took the body, and they didn't tell him, the husband, what to do. He's basically just has to self-isolate. There's no information given on what he has to do next, what's going to happen to the body, anything like that.
Because they don't even know the exact symptoms or...
Now, what's really scary now is... Obviously, you want to do positive spin as well, but what's really scary is that they've made the Excel Centre in London. Yeah, apparently, there's a video of it. So this guy, he does a video recording. If we'll try to upload it. He does a video recording and showing there's it's a kilometre long. Wow. 1 kilometre long. So basically there's going to be enough beds, and there's going to be mortuary in there as well. So it might be a different room aside from that one. So they should be able to fit 4,000 beds. So why they it's a bit scary, isn't it? They're making that, and it's not made yet. Remember, this is 26th of March right now. This is the first week lockdown, and they're prepping for
something bad.
Yeah, this is a conspiracy. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna go on. They might be prepping. Maybe they know that the deaths are gonna be really high. They might be prepping for that.
So what's your conspiracy take on it? Do you think the virus was man-made, or do you think?
I don't know. They said it originated from Wuhan.
Bats.
Wuhan.
But look, this is my argument now.
So the Wuhan clan. Right?
Okay, this is my argument. Yeah, the Chinese, they have had this market for how long? Very long time, right?
Yeah.
And they've been eating whatever bats or whatever, right?
But do you think it's
why
from that?
why didn't they contract it before then? Why is it just suddenly come now?
Yeah, it's a bit
And
weird.
looking at
Personally,
the Chinese economy is collapsing. Right?
We're not saying we know all the information.
Yeah, we're just
speculating.
We're just speculating, right? The Chinese market is collapsing. Who does that profit? That profits the other countries or other superpowers, if you look at it.
But to be honest, it profits all rich people. It's just think about it. It's rich versus poor now. It's not even about.
But you know why?
Because whoever goes bankrupt or whatever, small businesses, who's gonna profit later? It's the rich ones. Rich people. Don't worry about middle class and stuff like that. The rich people always profit from recessions anyway. The bankers in 2008 in UK, all over the world, recession. Who profits from that? I guarantee you the rich people made more money after. So we're kind of screwed.
Yeah, but but look at Prince Charles now. It's been announced Prince Charles has got the corona, right?
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, that are not in UK, Prince Charles is the Queen's husband. Is it Queen's husband or son?
Who?
Prince Charles.
Son, man.
Oh, son. Yeah, the Queen's
Imagine
son. Right?
Princess Diana.
Oh, yeah. The Queen's son,
Camilla thingy now.
Yeah. So the conspiracy is, isn't it? Are they trying to kill him so Prince Andrew can become the king now? Because he would be
Prince Andrew.
Yeah,
isn't he thingy?
Oh, is he the Peter?
Yeah.
Who's the other one then? The one that's gonna become
Prince
king?
William, man.
Prince William, sorry. Yeah, so, no, the best. Yeah, so Prince William, right?
Yeah.
So he can become the king, right?
Yeah, use your tablet to look up the road.
Yeah, I need to look.
But okay, enough about negative talk.
Yeah.
We do have the 5G conspiracy as well. So basically, 5G is killing people.
That's what they're saying.
No, but there is I obviously haven't read into it, but I heard about a doctor was saying that they shouldn't roll out 5G. Scientists were saying.
Yeah. Because
it is having an effect on humans. Like, I'll give you the best example is this. A phone. Your phone releases the SARS in it. Like, it's got a value in it. Like 1.2, whatever the value is.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I think there's a certain number it shouldn't go over for you to use it safely. So, I think the number's 1 or 0.9, something like that. And then, I can't remember to be honest about what the number is. But they go that these phones, especially when they're using a lot of power, like you got everything on mobile data and stuff, the radiation basically increases in it.
Yeah.
So imagine you got no cover. Yeah, I've got a cover. I got a pretty thick cover.
Yeah,
I got a wallet basically. But imagine you got no cover and you put it in your front pocket or your back pocket. Yeah. Imagine the radiation that's going to your leg or your backside, like groin area. When it's in your leg, it's in front pocket. It's in your groin area. How do you imagine that could be cancerous over time? You keep on using it every day, keep it in the same pocket, or because you're supposed to keep it away from your body. You're not supposed to actually have the phone on you, on your body.
Yeah.
So when you put it in your pocket, or even when you put it on your next to your ear, the loads of radiation going through. Especially if you love talking on the phone, you're screwed then. Yeah. So I think cancers and tumors, stuff like that. So imagine 5G then. Scientists must know. Obviously, we don't know. We haven't researched into it. But scientists were warning like companies to, and big.
Yeah. What were you saying about last time we were talking? You were talking about the signals, the antennas.
So basically, 5G works. Compared to 4G, the signals don't reach us further. So you have to have like a best example is Marcus Brownlee on YouTube. He's a technology kind of guru in it. So he was testing 5G in America. His video must be old by now, like 6 months or a year. So he's testing 5G, and basically he had to go so close to because they have them on basically like a lamppost or a street light, kind of that kind of thing, and the antennas are there. So and they have it like so, and every other street lamppost basically, they have to be really close. Yeah. So you're gonna have hundreds of 5G antennas, around your city. So if there is like what they're talking about, radiation is killing birds and stuff like that, and it's gonna have a negative effect on us, then Like it's gonna give people headaches and stuff like that. Apparently, yeah. If that's true, then we're all screwed.
Yeah, there was a guy online. I think he works for NHS, and he's like a porter. I think.
Yeah.
One of the people that carry the beds, and he goes, "Oh, he had a headache," and loads of people are claiming they've had headaches recently, and they've not been feeling well. So maybe it could be 5G. We don't know.
Oh, why? Because of phone use and stuff, or just signals? Like?
I think signals maybe.
Yeah, but I think with all this stuff and the what's it called, coronavirus, like people saying coronavirus. Coronavirus not real. Yeah, people saying coronavirus not real. Oh, I don't know about that.
It seems quite real.
Yeah, when people are dying.
See people dying. So they're saying it's like a hybrid kind of drug. Not drug. Hybrid kind of virus. So it's got like SARS, MERS, and the normal influenza all in one. So it possibly could be man-made as well.
Yeah, it was predicted, man, on that Korean show 2 years ago on Netflix. Check it out, guys.
Yeah, you should check that out.
What is it called?
I don't even know.
Can't remember. But everybody's got it on social media. Even, what's that guy named Dean Koontz or whatever, he predicted this in 1981 or something on his book. Oh, yeah.
That book, yeah.
Yeah, I go relax, man. Like, anybody can guess that if they put enough shit in their books. Yeah. Yeah, just like Nostradamus. So basically, from that, we'll spin a positive though. Because I think, like I said, I've been learning stuff. I think people are exercising more. Because they're stuck in, they want to exercise more. Like, if you allow down just normal shopping all the time and restaurants and stuff like that, you wouldn't exercise much. But because people want to use that as an excuse to go out, maybe to the park or somewhere like that, or they got a big garden, they want to exercise now. So I've been, like I said, I'm starting that now. Another one, obviously, staying with your family, actually talking to them for once instead of being on the phone all the time. I think that's a big thing, like nowadays.
If you look, even if you look at, it is people are now appreciating the little things in life. So, like even walking on a pavement and just getting fresh air now, you're appreciating that. Spending time with your family and friends, exercising. You actually got time for self-development. I think a lot of people are not utilising that.
Yeah, if you want to do something, like think about it now, you got time to think as well.
Like, look now, we're doing this podcast. Like we would never thought we were going to do video this quick. We just
decided
clicked like that, and we thought, you know what? Let's just do a video. We've got a studio. We might as well start making videos. What's the like we let another thing in life, like people, they have fears, and what you need to do is you need to push yourself into them fears. You need to overcome them. Like I'll be honest, we were like making loads of excuses for video. Like we were just doing audio, like we're not ready, we're not
like perfectionism. Like we wanted a great studio, a great the best cameras, the best you can't get that all the time. You start from small, just build up like that. So that's what we're doing. Just even this mic as well. We want a better mic. So that's why we obviously want people to subscribe, like, comment our videos. So
we can improve
so we can improve that. But
like even if you look at like our podcast is unfiltered, no editing. You know what I mean? We don't have an editor, producer. We're doing all this. Like, there's a lot of effort that goes into this, and you have to push yourself. You can't settle for mediocrity or like being average. Like you should try your best to push into other things. Like even if you're working, do something else on the side. Like my brother works full time. I'm a student right now. Do you know what I mean? Like you gotta make time for other things.
I understand though, because once you're working full time, you don't want to do other things. You want to use your spare time to relax but we like doing these podcasts now. We enjoy it. Obviously, we're talking more about Corona and other stuff in this episode because there's not a lot of MMA news or MMA fights going on.
We will get into that, but we thought we'll start off with just normal combo and.
So if you do have any suggestions on what topics we can talk about, comment below, and also comment on what you have been doing, like in the
let us know
lockdown
in this quarantine time.
Like we said, and we've been doing things in lockdown now because we got time to do it. So comment what you've been doing, and what you think of the lockdown and stuff like that. Yeah. Shall we get to the MMA
news? Okay.
Because there's quite a bit.
Okay, let's start off with Dana White. So Dana blast the media over the UFC 249 coverage. So UFC 249 is the Khabib vs Ferguson. He goes, I don't give a F what you think. So he's trying to say like, the journalists, they're covering a tough man's sport, right?
Yeah.
And but the journalists are pussies themselves.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's quite ironic, right? So he goes that.
I get what he's saying. Like, basically, like everybody has that fear of the coronavirus thing now, and they are right though. They have the right to.
Yeah, they have the right.
Yeah, because people are dying, but because Dana White, he's like, because he's like he pushes, pushes to the edge. So like he wants to get things done. He don't care. That's why the UFC is so big now after 20 years only. Yeah, because they push for New York. They push for like to get ESPN because they want Fox. They want a bigger deal.
They made big
so
breakthroughs.
Because of that, like character. So he's saying stuff like this now because obviously he thinks why should you be scared? We'll find the venue and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like this is his statement. I know everything. I'm not telling the media anything. He goes, I'm not telling them anything. Okay. Because every day when I wake up, there's a bullshit story and somebody doesn't like this or somebody doesn't like that. I don't give a F what you think, what you like or don't like. On April 18th, you either want to turn on the TV and watch this fight or you don't. You don't even have to effing show up because there's not going to be any fans there. You don't have to come cover it. You either want to watch it or you don't.
Well, that's true. Everybody's gonna watch it.
Everyone's gonna watch this fight. What other sports they on? What else is everybody doing? No one's doing anything. People are watching it.
Bro, it's gonna be mad because Khabib and Tony, we know what happened in the press conference.
People are gonna be like, Khabib.
Yeah.
People are not gonna watch it. I'm telling you.
And Khabib kicked his title, yeah. And even, the funny thing was though, he goes, you're not American. Yeah, you're not Mexican. Yeah.
He goes, you're fake Mexican.
You're fake Mexican. God. That was funny, man. Yeah, watch that press conference because that's a good press conference.
He goes, look at your name, Ferguson. You're fake Mexican.
But Dana said is.
What did he say? You don't talk to me, Mr. Sunglasses guy.
Yeah. But what Dana said here in that speech though is, I kind of get why he's saying it as well.
Think about it. He's under a lot of stress because he's made a statement that the fights are gonna go on.
Yeah. And everybody wants to watch.
He obviously messed up on UFC London being cancelled and all these other ones. But the Khabib and Ferguson, we've been MMA fans in general.
Yeah.
Even the general public.
The fifth time.
Have been waiting for this fight.
But I think I don't know if casuals know, but like basically this is the fifth time they're trying to sort this fight out. Imagine if this gets cancelled. That'd be crazy. Cause I don't think anybody for a sixth time. I don't think anybody's gonna wait now. Like exactly, I'm dying to watch it. I'll watch it. I don't care. But I think the pay-per-views are gonna be so high for this fight. I don't think.
You think it'll beat Floyd and Pacquiao?
Oh, I don't know about that. But if it's the only sport thing on,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because imagine there's no American football or even English football in it. Yeah. Which Americans call soccer. But imagine there's no sports at all and UFC's on. Whoa. That's going to be crazy. It's going to be high numbers. Definitely.
You know the original card? I
don't think it was good.
I don't think it was that good other than the Khabib fight. Like, not a lot of Khabib's cards.
Yeah.
It's like a boxing card. So all the other fights. Well, for us, we love watching the fights anyway, so it's a big fight. But we're talking about from a general public standpoint, right? The cards aren't stacked necessarily. There's no there wasn't a lot of big stars on there or things like that. They were mentioning that Dana was also mentioning in other news.
But that links to what we were talking about, Karen. Then pound for pound.
Okay, yes. So now they're saying on ESPN MMA that Khabib's the number one pound for pound. Now, obviously, I've got an issue here because for me, John Jones is a number one pound for pound, no doubt. I don't think there's even an argument sake. Maybe you could say GSP. Yeah. Personally, I don't think Khabib's
They're only saying that, I think, personally, because his record's clean.
I think they were saying it to promote the fight.
And promote the fight to make it bigger. So this fight's happening in a couple of weeks, and they want to promote it now even more. By doing this, they are. Like, he's the greatest pound for pound as well now. They're making it
People
higher.
think that anyways.
Yeah.
Like, you talk to people, like, a general person, they're like, yeah, man, Khabib's number one pound for pound. And yeah, he's that. They've only watched, like, what, 2 fights of MMA in their life. But I think the record does matter in a way.
Yeah.
Like, John Jones now, he's got 1. He shouldn't even have that 1. Like, let's be honest. Like, he being literally the shithead of Muhammad. Yeah. And then Muhammad won someone. So, because he did a 12-6 elbow, which is a stupid rule anyways.
Well, I think that's the reason for that article where he's number 1. They're pushing the fight.
Trying to promote it and get people's like, oh, number 1 pound for pound fighter is fighting.
Any other news you got?
So talking about the same card, Dana's added wants to add in Francis Ngannou versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Yeah, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. So this is actually a big heavyweight fight. So it'll actually be a fun fight on the card. It'll be actually...
that would be really good. I think we need that again, a big heavyweight fight, especially this one, this caliber. That's gonna be.
I think Ngannou's gonna knock him out. I'm gonna be honest.
We'll do that later, the predictions. But
Dana goes. He wants to make a massive card.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know what they should do? Get all the biggest fights. You know how they're supposed to do for UFC 200, but they messed it up. Yeah, basically. Get all the biggest fights that can happen that has been missed in the last couple of like a month or two. Get the big fight, put a Conor fight on there, put a Khabib fight, put every fight on there. Yeah.
I don't think they'll put Conor on there.
Yeah, but it'll be awesome if they put a big fights on there, man. Like, that'll be wicked. I think Andrade and was it Namajunas? That fight, innit? It's supposed to be on the card anyway. Yeah, that's supposed to be on the card anyway.
Oh, is it?
So they should do that, definitely. And we'll just get all the biggest fights for this card. Because this might be the only pay-per-view for a while. You don't know, innit?
We don't know what's happening, yeah.
So, how long get the biggest fights. I think the next one after that will be most likely July.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. The 5-week international fight.
You know what I don't get? Is they're not going to have no fans, right?
Yeah.
What money are they going to make?
No, they'll make pay-per-views.
You think that...
4 million.
That still won't
4 million.
That still won't make the revenue that they could have made with the audience and fans.
No. If you're getting like extra, let's say Conor Khabib got 2.5 million, 2.4. If you're making 4 million on this, well, that cover easy.
What about if BT charge £50? Would you still pay for it?
Everybody's paying for this on UK. I'm sorry. I know people don't want to pay for it, but people will pay for it.
They're gonna do pay-per-view, no doubt. For this, I'll be surprised if they don't do pay-per-view.
People are going to pay for this. Awesome fight. Any other news? MMA news?
Yeah, so the odds makers, they revealed a betting line for the location for UFC 249. So it's actually quite interesting. They talk about the first one on the list, which is quite surprising, is Florida.
Yeah,
which, I don't understand like where they got that from. And then the next one is obviously what we were saying in the last episode, United Arab Emirates. And then you got Russia, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Nevada. Look at the last one. Last 3 international waters. So they're saying on a boat.
So basically, go on a boat and stay there for 3 months lockdown. Yeah.
And then Titanic.
Carry on.
And then you got Area 51.
I know,
and then the last one is the worst one, North Korea.
Yeah, that should get done. North Korea.
North Korea.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, so what are you thinking? Where are you leaning towards? You thinking United Arab Emirates?
Yeah, I'm thinking Abu Dhabi's.
Or Russia?
Yeah. Abu Dhabi, Russia. Because obviously Khabib's going back to Dagestan now. So by now he should be back.
Yeah, for training camp. So we'll see. And the next news is obviously we've got Ali Abdelaziz saying that Khabib doesn't fight for the money.
Yeah, you don't need the money. Really, if you think about it, he's well off now. Especially now though. Like after the Conor fight, he's got enough money in the bank.
Yeah, he goes that he should fight for money though. Like he should have a few last ones. Like if he does a rematch with Conor, he makes solid money. And then if he maybe goes up for a welterweight fight title, that would probably be a big fight as well.
Yeah, fight Mayweather.
Or fight Mayweather, yeah. But
remember, he goes, "Who's gonna give him 600 million?" Because remember, they go, maybe they want 600 million for if they fight Khabib, and then Khabib goes in the conference, "Who's gonna give him 600 million?" About pretty much.
Yeah.
What other news?
Obviously, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight's been pushed back.
Anthony Wilder.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury has been pushed back, and then I don't know. I don't understand why there's a trilogy. I understand it's in the rematch. There's a clause, right?
Yeah, there's a clause, but we know who lost the second fight anyway.
Destroyed him.
Like, even the first fight, I think he lost.
And then
Wilder lost.
Then you got people saying, "Oh, he cheated and he put the glove."
Yeah, he went like this.
And then he went like this. He did the flick wrist. He did the flick of the wrist.
So his wrist like.
Yeah, they go. He was doing this, and how could he do that if the gloves are so tight?
Yeah.
And I don't know, because you know in boxing before the fights they check the.
I swear
wraps.
they showed in his training that he does like that.
Yeah, they checked his wrap.
Yeah.
They check your wraps and they check everything. So his corner done a bad job then.
Yeah.
If they didn't check that, so.
Nah, they always check. Any other news?
Any other news?
Conor, yeah.
Oh yes, Conor McGregor. So.
We know that you told me. So basically, donating $1 million to Irish hospitals, so provide masks, gloves, and stuff like that, which I think is a good thing. You know, they should put positive spin like for all the fighters. Like whatever good stuff they do, they should do that as well. Not just the bad things.
Yeah, they love promoting the bad, but I guess
that's media anyway.
That's what gets views, right?
Yeah.
I think we should end it on that positive note.
Yeah.
Like what he did, so he gave the. We should end it on there, and just to say to the people, the listeners and the viewers, stay home and be safe.
Yeah.
So peace out.
Peace out. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Just follow us at MMA Diagnosis on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to see more content, subscribe, like, and comment on the videos.